Hey, what's good, YouTube subscribers? How y'all doing tonight? It's your boy MG5 back again with another sports video. And tonight, y'all know what we about to be talking about, man. It's fight week. And it's going down this weekend. Live Saturday night in Las Vegas. It's going down this weekend. It's fight week, y'all. Come on, man. Y'all know what fight I'm talking about. I'm talking about Gervonta Tank Davis versus Frank the Ghost Martin. Woo! Two undefeated fighters putting everything on the line. Tank putting his WBA world title on the line, his lightweight title, and two unbeaten fighters, y'all. They both undefeated. Tank Davis 29-0 with 27 knockouts. Frank the Ghost Martin 18-0 with 12 knockouts. It's going down, y'all. It's going down. And y'all know how we do things on MG5 Sports. Got to give y'all my thoughts, break it down, and give y'all my final fight predictions, man. I truly can't wait for this fight. Both of these guys are my favorite. Both of these guys are my favorite fighters, man. I got love and respect for both of them, but someone's O has got to go, and I truly can't wait. So y'all know we about to get into it. But before we get into it, I want to shout out my sponsorship. Shout out Dubby Energy. For y'all that love to work out, get y'all grind on. There's a new, we got some new products out there, man. Dubby Energy is the new best thing out there. You know what I'm saying? They got energy drinks and they got powders that help boost your focus and your concentration for your workout. So make sure y'all check out Dubby Energy. And if y'all visit their website, you know what I'm saying, y'all can use my promo code and get, I believe, 20% off. If I'm not mistaken, you can get 20% off. Use MG5 Sports when y'all visit the Dubby Energy's Dubby.gg. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and visit that. Get your product and let's get it, man. Hey, that's the best new thing out. The best new thing out for energy, y'all. But anyways, man, let's talk about this fight. Let's get straight into it and talk about this fight, man. We got two undefeated fighters going at it in the lightweight division. Tank putting up his WBA lightweight world title. And this is going to be a great fight. Now, what's tough for me is both of these guys are my favorite fighters. They're in my top 5. I had the privilege and the chance to interview Frank Martin 3 years ago, and he called for this shot. If y'all been following me, y'all look on my page, look at my videos. I got the interview up. My boy Frank Martin has called for this shot, and it's happened. He said his biggest fight in his career will be Tank Davis, and here it is. And the thing is with Tank, out of all the current fighters today, I've seen Tank fight the most. Every time Tank Davis is fighting, I'm tuning in. So I am a big fan of Gervonta Tank Davis. And this fight right here, it's going to be tough, man. It's going to be tough. You got two unbeaten dogs. They both dogs, and they about to get in the ring, and they going to bang it out. Someone's O has got to go. And this is going to be a great fight, man. This is going to be a great fight. I do think the first 3-4 rounds are going to be like a little chess match. I think Tank, he takes his time. Tank is so patient. He always takes his time. But as he's taking his time, I see Frank Martin using his jab and starting to score points and get up on the rounds. Or he may go after Tank. Who knows? But we all know Tank's going to start off patient. Then as the fight goes on, he gonna get going. And I think the first 4 rounds is going to be very tactical, both of them feeling each other out. Then I think the next 4 rounds of the fight is going to be very explosive. From round 5 to round 9, it's going to be very explosive. And towards the end of the fight, we're going to see what happens, man. We're going to see what happens. We're going to see what happens, y'all. But I truly can't wait for this fight. And it's finally here. It's going down this weekend. And as I look at both fighters, skill set tic tac for tic tac when it comes to pure boxing, I kind of think they're about even when it comes to pure boxing. I think they both have their advantages over each other. Like, I think for Tank, he is the faster fighter, the quicker fighter. I do think he has the speed, the hand speed advantage. I think he has the speed advantage. And I think Tank has the power advantage. For Frank Martin, I think he's more athletic than Tank. I think he's more athletic than Tank. He has better athleticism, and he could be stronger. We don't know who's stronger between these two guys. Frank Martin does look like the bigger, stronger fighter, but we don't know yet. We don't know until they get into the ring. But I do think Frank Martin is more athletic than Tank, and this is the first time that Tank will be fighting someone who's more athletic than him. And what else can I say, about their skill set? I think Frank Martin has the better jab. I think he has the better jab than Tank Davis. I think he has better combinations than Tank. And when it comes to the footwork, Frank Martin could have better footwork than Tank. The way he switches up angles, you know what I mean? He could have better footwork than Tank. But don't get me wrong, Tank has really good footwork. Tank has really good footwork, And one thing that I will give Tank, besides the power and the speed, is the timing. Tank has better timing than Frank Martin. And even though I feel like Frank Martin has better combinations, Tank has better placement with his shots. He has better timing. He has better placement with his shots. And he's a better counter puncher. He's a better counter puncher. And then he's also a better defensive fighter than Frank Martin. He has better defense than Frank. So it's going to be a great fight. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I do give Frank Martin the jab, the combinations, the athleticism, and even the footwork, switching up angles and stuff. But I got to give Tank the power, the speed, the timing, the placement, and the counter punching. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to make this a great fight, that both fighters have their advantages. They both have great trainers. You got to shout out to Ford and shout out to James. They both have great trainers. And we're going to see. I do think Frank Martin has a game plan, and he's going to try to execute that game plan to the T. But I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Everyone has a game plan until they get hit. My main thing is, for Frank Martin, does he have the cardio to do this for 12 rounds straight with that type of pressure he's going to be facing? Not just physically getting pressured, but mentally getting pressured. If you make a mistake with this guy Tank, it could be over. And then the same thing for Tank. He makes mistakes in fights against other guys too, but now he's fighting a guy that's more athletic than him. And we all know what the haters be saying about Tank. He don't like to fight black fighters. He never fights black fighters. So Tank has a chance to shut down all the haters about that. But fighting a guy who's more athletic than him, or who could be as quick as him, you know what I'm saying, we gonna find something out. But I think for Frank Martin, does he have the cardio? And does he have the chin? I do believe he has the chin. But those are going to be the things, man. Like, you got to take shots from Tank for multiple rounds, and you got to have the cardio to keep this guy off of you. I do think Martin has the power, and I do think he's strong enough to keep Tank off of him. But will his power translate all 12 rounds? Because, the thing is with Tank gets stronger as the fight goes on. And we know that Tank's power is going to be there for all 12 rounds. It's going to be there. But for Frank Martin, will his power go down? We know Tank's power is going to translate all 12 rounds. But I wonder, will Frank Martin's power be there for all 12 rounds? And that's going to be a big question. The cardio, the chin, and will his power translate all 12 rounds? I love this fight. Man. You got two dogs. I do think Martin has the spirit. He has the will. He has the heart. And I do think he has the skill set. But you got to do it for all 12 rounds. You have to keep that mental focus for all 12 rounds. And one shot can change the fight. I do think this may be the first time that we will see Tank hurt. Tank could hit the canvas. I do think he's going to go through adversity. But the thing is, as the fight goes on, Tank gets stronger. You know, everything about Tank Davis is calculated. You know, he's a great boxer too. People just see Tank for knockout power, his setup, the way he sets up punches, the way he places them. But this dude's a great boxer, man. He can counterpunch. He can fight off the back foot. He can box. You know what I'm saying? So, I love this fight. You know, I truly do love this fight. It's going to be a great fight, man. It's going to be a great fight. I just think as the fight goes on, Tank is going to get stronger and he's going to come forward. He's going to calculate every movement. He's going to calculate everything that Martin's doing. And then once he gets his calculations, he's going to come forward with the bombs. He's going to start placing his shots. One thing that I do give Tank an advantage over Frank Martin is the experience. Martin has not been in a big fight like this before. Tank has been in a lot of big fights. His last fight with Ryan Garcia was a bigger fight than this. And Tank has been in the spotlight and he has experience. He's fought world champions before. He's been on this level. Frank Martin, he's just coming into the lights. He's a young dog and he wants what Tank has, but he's going to have to take it. So that's what's going to make this fight interesting to me, man. And I truly can't wait. You know, I truly can't wait. Now, as I'm breaking down the fight, giving the fighters their advantages and their skill sets, now it's prediction time. You know what I mean? It's prediction. Like I said, I think the first 4 rounds is going to be very technical. Then the next 4 is going to be explosive. Then the last 4, we're going to see who got more heart. And, you know, we got two hungry dogs in the ring. We're going to see who wants it more. We're going to see who wants it more. It's going to be the battle of the will and the battle of the spirit. Now, a lot of people think Tank's just going to go out there and wash this guy, but I don't think so. I've had the privilege of interviewing Frank Martin, and from the fan standpoint, I will be going for Frank Martin from the fan standpoint. I will be going for Frank Martin because I had the chance to interview him and stuff like that, and that was pretty dope. I hope one day I can interview him again. And, you know, I've always believed Frank Martin will be a world champion, and this could be his moment. But from an analyst standpoint, it's hard to bet against Tank. So my final predictions on this fight, I think if it goes the distance, I think Frank Martin can win the fight. But if not, then I think Tank will probably win by knockout. The fan side of me is going Frank Martin by split decision, upset time, underdog. But then the analyst side of me is saying Tank's going to win the fight. It's going to be too much pressure on Frank Martin. And when we get to round 10 and 11, we're going to see him break. It's the cardio. Does he have the cardio for it? We will see. But honestly, y'all, my final fight prediction for this one, it's tough. For you bettors out there, I'd probably bet on Tank Davis. Like I said, the real boxing analyst side of me is going with Tank Davis, but the fan of me is going for Frank Martin. So I'm going to just give y'all my final prediction right here, right now. I got the upset happening. I'm going with Frank Martin. He's one of my favorite fighters, and I do believe he has the skill set and the heart to win this fight. Now, will I bet on it? No, I'm not betting on that at all. But I will go for my boy Frank Martin. I got him winning this fight by split decision. But I will not be surprised if I am wrong and Tank ends up knocking him out. You know what I'm saying? If Tank, that's probably what's going to happen. Tank's probably going to stop him in round 10. But I will be going for Frank Martin to win this fight. And y'all heard it from y'all boy MG5. And, hey, the co-main event's a banger, too. You know, I got David Benavidez. I think he's going to stop that guy. I'll probably go a round 7, round 8 stoppage. And I think David's going to go out there and put in some work. But anyways, y'all, that's all I got to say for this fight. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know who y'all got. And this is a big fight. Don't miss the fireworks. Hey, it's going down June 15th, man. Hey, it's going down Las Vegas, Nevada, y'all. Make sure y'all tune in. And y'all know how we do things on MG5 Sports, man. I'll catch y'all. And y'all stay up. Stay safe. And y'all stay up.